Hello everyone, welcome back. So today we are going to develop a landing page as this one. So this is a landing page for my game called Tim the Traveler. So I would like to show you how I developed it, and maybe you can implement your own landing page for your games or any other project. Right, so this is the video background with a full screen. You can see there is a sound button. You enable it and you can also disable it. I'm not sure whether you heard the voice or not, but when you click on this button, the sound plays. Okay, you can switch it on and off, and it has a Tim the Traveler title with the logo, rating, and get it button. If you click on the get it button, it will take you to the bottom page and some title about the game. So if I click on get it page, it will take you all through the last page, and it has the game links. When you click on them, it will open the game pages. Right, so this is the game page. Alright, so if I go back to the website, and these are few videos I have added to have some gameplay about the game. Right, also it has its own get it button. Right, and also you can see there is a little animation where the number increases, the count increases. It says it has 7 worlds, 10 hours of gameplay, and 280 levels, and also one hero banner where it says, it gives a brief about the game, and also here is the character. Right, unique puzzle mechanics, and so we have, this is a grid with 3 columns. It gives a little bit information about the game, what are the features it has, and then it shows some gameplay videos, and then it comes to the final image, final page, which has the download options. Alright, so we are going to use NextJS and TailwindCSS technologies to build this website. So NextJS is again a dynamic website builder with React components. Right, so let's see how to do it. So before that, we need to set up the project. So I'll go to Tailwind. Alright, now go to get started. So here you will find an option for installation. So go to NextJS, copy this project. So shortly we'll see how responsive the website is. Before that, let's set up the project, because it's going to take some time to set up the project. So first let's set up the project. So I'll open Visual Studio. Alright, so I'll paste the project. So I have pasted the line here. Now instead of the project, my project, I will name it as landing page. I will call it as Tim landing page. So this is going to take some time. In the meanwhile, let's look at how responsive the website is. So if I go back to the website, and so if I make it small, so this is how it's going to look like on a mobile. Right, so the animation works that way, and hero banner, whereas the character is hidden, because it's better to hide the character because it's not much fitting in the mobile screen when we have the character, but I added it in the iPad view. We're going to look at that as well, and all the objects or the elements will be in the column view. Earlier it was in grid view, flex grid view in row base, and now this is in flex column view, and also it shows the gameplay videos in column view. And this is the final page where it says ready to launch, get it for Android and get it for Windows PC with the contact link. Right, now go back to the first page and see how it looks like in iPad. Okay, so this is iPad look. You see that the video is getting shaped properly when I resize the page. So the rest looks similar, it's just that the hero image is visible in iPad, but rest looks similar. Okay, so the videos and everything is in column view. Now if I make it a mid screen, again the layout will change. Okay, now instead of column view, the videos are in flex wrap view. So wrap view will make the videos, if you ever use Excel or Google Sheets, you know what is wrap option. So videos will go to the next line. If the current row is full, it goes to the next line, and it again fixed to the grid view. You can see everything is in row, and this has become big and everything is normal. Alright, so that's pretty much it. Okay, the project is installed now. Let's open the folder. Documents, Tim landing page. Okay. Alright, so this is the project. Let's start coding now. So I opened the terminal. So first what I will do, we'll run the server npm run dev. So it runs on localhost 3000 port. So this is where it runs. Let's open that. So let's keep TailwindCSS open. So we might need it to check few TailwindCSS objects. So let's open the server localhost 3000. Okay, this is still running. It might take some time. So in this video we are going to use one of the React hooks. We haven't used React hooks in the previous videos, so this will be our first time using it in our videos. So we are going to use useState, and useState will help us to identify whether the video is muted or not muted. So for this button we are going to use React hook, and based on that we are going to enable or disable the video audio of this video. Okay, let's see. Yeah, now it should open. I'm using a very old low configuration PC because my laptop is not working properly. It's not able to take video recording, so I'll need to buy a new laptop. Until then, please bear with me. Right, so now the website is open. So this is the initial website. Now let's remove all the elements from here. So all the objects are in pages, NextJS, index.js. Okay, so what we can do, let's remove everything from here and start coding from beginning. So right from footer to head, let's remove everything. item center. Okay, I'm removing all of these things. Now let's start coding freshly. So if I save it, it gets refreshed and you don't see anything. Alright, so first we have to begin with the logo, the favicon, and the name of the project. So here it says NextJS app and the icon is from Vercel icon. So let's replace that. So instead of create next app, I will say Tim the Traveler. Okay. Okay, so the name is changed to Tim the Traveler. Now we want to change the icon. So for that, let's go to the documents. So this is the icon. I'll move it to the project page, public, and I'll paste it here. I'll rename it as Team logo. Okay, so this is team logo. I'll go back to VS Code. So in public you can see team logo PNG. So let's replace favicon with team logo .png. Save it. Then let's go back to the website. You can see this now, right? So the favicon is replaced with our custom font. All right, so next we're going to develop or build the banner page. So this is the video page. We're going to work on it now. Okay, so let's start with a container div. So this will be flex column, height should be minimum of the screen. Alright, before that let's declare everything first. So this will be video banner. So next one will be numbers count up. This one will be hero banner. Okay, so the next one will be features, and the next one will be game plays, and the next one is the last one, which is the get it. Okay, or I'll call it as get game links. Okay, now we declared everything now. So let's start building one by one. So in the video banner, so first one we need flex and flex column and height of full screen. So this will be the first image or first element. So we have a element called video, and in video we'll have to call it by source. Okay, so the source will be, so let's copy or import all the images or videos from here. So I am copying all the videos to the public folder in our project. Okay, now everything is ready. So the video here is Tim MP4. Source SCR, yes, / Tim MP4. We'll see whether it is loading. Okay, and I forgot to add type. So type would be, it's a video slash mp4. Now let's see. Let's refresh it. So this one is tim mp4, correct, and type is video mp4, this is also correct, and video, oh right, I forgot to add autoplay, right, should be autoplay. Right, now you can see it, right? So this is the video, so it will autoplay. So it has an attribute, you can play a video with a click, or you can make it autoplay. So we made it to autoplay, so whenever a user opens your page, it's open or it plays automatically. Alright, so now we have the video now. Maybe it takes some time to load it and play, but that's fine. So we made it autoplay. So I want to crop it to fit the screen, so I'll call it as, so we have a property called object cover, so it will crop the video and fit it to the screen size, whatever we want. So I want to make it as object cover, height as full, okay, we got an error here, so it should be auto play as P capital. Alright, let's refresh it. We don't need to refresh, but because my system is slow, I had to refresh it. Okay, so object cover, H is full and width of full. Alright, so let's see. Okay, so you don't see the scroll button here because the scroller on right hand side, because now the screen is fit to the video is fit to the screen and the bottom is cropped, so that is why you don't see it. Okay, so now this is good. Now I want to add a logo with name and other details. Okay, so for that I want to add one more container with image. So NextJS has its own image element, so let's use that. So before that we need to import image from next image. Okay, so the image would be team logo. So before that we need to import the team logo from public / team logo dot png. Okay, so here scr is equal to team logo. Okay, let's see. Okay, now we got the logo, but it is after the video, so video will be loading here shortly. Okay, so this is the logo. We want the logo to be overlapping the video. I don't want it to be at the bottom of the screen, right? So sorry guys, my system is very slow, probably that is why the video is not loading. Anyways, you can see the end result. So first let's reduce the size of the logo. So it should be width, let's make it 100, and height, let's make it 100. Let's see. Okay, now the size of the logo is good. Okay, I want this to be replaced over the video. So what I will do, I will call this div, I'll add a class, TailwindCSS class, and call it as relative, and the video object I'll call it as absolute. Okay, now you can see the logo has gone to the top of the screen. Let's refresh it and see whether the video loads. Right, so you can see it is at the top of the screen. We want it here, somewhere here, with the details about this one. All right. So for that, I'll add a padding, X padding of 10. I will add a margin of 80, margin top of 80. This is here. Okay, I'll add a margin of 96 and padding top of 40. Okay, now this is here. Let's also add padding of 20 on x-axis. Okay, right, this is good. So also let's make the background video dim, so it's too bright now, so that we don't need it actually covers the entire, when you add a text you can't see it. So that is why let's make the background of gray of 700 and also add a opacity, maybe around 60. Okay, so we added a layer. Let's make the layer big. Height is of full. Okay, let's remove all these things and add it to the image. Okay, now it is applied to the entire screen, and it looks like the opacity is much more high. So let us keep it as 40 and okay, let's add the Tailwind class. One second. Okay, let's do one thing. I'll add one more container just for image. Okay, so in this container, let's make it this way. So here okay, let's see, now it should work. Okay, so now we have the opacity to the entire screen, and you can see the object is here. Now let's add the other elements. So the name of the game is Tim the Traveler, and we would require a icon. So such kind of icon, which is a star icon, and this get it button and everything. So star icon we can get it from hero icons. Let's search for star. Sorry. So copy this one, copy SVG, go back to VS Code, paste it here. Okay, and next the rating is 4.7. Next, get it. Okay, let's see. Okay, now we got all the objects here. We want the Tim the Traveler at the right hand side of the logo, and below that we want the star and rating and get it button. So for that we would need to create one more container and push all these items into this one, right? Now let's see. So let's make it as flex. Now it should work. Right, now it is on right hand side, right? Also we want to make it the star 4.7 and get it to be in one line. So here the main container we made it as flex. Let's make it center. So item should be at the center, and for the next item let's call one more container and select all these items. All right, so and let's call it as flex again. So this should be flex row and item center, and this should be flex column. Okay, so let's see. Right, so that it is showing as Tim the Traveler, and now it is in proper line. Right, now let's format the text. So in Tim the Traveler, again let's call a CSS class. Let's make font as semi bold, text white, okay. Again the same thing will be applied to 4.7. Oh sorry, I think we can apply the same thing to the entire object. Okay, I'll apply it to 4.7 and also get it. So star, I want to make it look yellow. Okay, so class name is height and width. Height and width is fine. So text color should be yellow of 500. Okay, now this is good. Tim the Traveler 4.7, get it. Okay, now let's add some gap. So in the main container, so let's add a gap of 3. Okay, so it will add a gap between the logo and the text. Now 4.7 and get it, I want to add one gap here as well. So for that, again we need to create one more container. So this will be one container. So the logo in the sense the icon. Again, let's call it as flex. And add a gap of 3. Let's see. Oops, 1 second. Oh, I'm sorry, not here. So gap should be on the main container. So here, let's see now. Okay, you see that now. Thank God that video has loaded now. So it is playing with music. You see that now everything is working properly fine. So Tim the Traveler and 4.7, get it. So let's make get it into a button, something like this. Oops, not that one. This one. Alright. So for time being, I will keep the video muted. Okay, now I muted the video. So we can add a button over here to mute and unmute it. Okay, now let's add the button, get it into red button. So for that, I would like to take the color from here. 1 second. Okay, so if I go to the bottom of the screen, alright, I'll go to my game page. So here I kept the colors ready, so let's pick the colors from there. So in the meanwhile it loads, I'll go back to the VS Code. So here let's keep the things ready. So I'll, for now time being, I will color it as background red of 500. What happened? Oh God, it got stuck. Okay, done, it's back now. Okay, alright, so if I go back to the page, let it refresh. So right, you see that, so get it has a background color now, but it's not looking much good. So for that we need to add padding. So if I go back to index page and let's add a padding of 2. Okay, save it and go back to the website. Okay, so this is the button and I want to change the color of it. I don't want to have it red. So here I have the theme colors ready. So this is the game page. So where is it? Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I used to have a color picker. Okay, fine, leave it. So for now let's use red. I'll make it 700, and I want the borders to be rounded. Okay, rounded, and let's see how it looks like. Okay, you see that get it button. I think the top is much bigger, and also we can make it much rounder. So I'll say rounded hyphen LG. LG is large, and instead of padding for whole in 4 sides, I'll make it as for only for x-axis. Okay, so this is much better, right? So if I go to TailwindCSS, and we have something called box shadow. Let's apply the box shadow. Shadow, right, outer shadow, this one. Let's use the third one, shadow MD. So if I go back to this one, shadow MD. Okay, save it and go back to the website. Okay, so there is a little shadow, not sure whether you will be able to see it, but there is a little shadow around the button. Okay, so that's fine. So let's add the text here at the bottom, giving a brief about the game. So I'll go back to the actual website. Let's scroll up. Okay, I'll copy this one. So the image and everything is one object, one container, right? So let's put this one as separate. Okay, I'll call both of them as flex row, flex column, and let's add a gap of 2, and let's see. Okay, so this went away from the screen, away from the logo. Let's put it organized, and let's make it two lines instead of the complete statement in one line. So we'll add a padding of px of 20. Let's add the CSS class px of 20, and let's limit the width of the object to half of the screen. Okay, you see that now it's correctly placed. So let's change the font to semi bold and text to white. All right, now this is done, right? So now we want to add a audio button at right side top. So for that we can go to hero icons. If I search for audio, you'll find 2 options here. So we'll paste them shortly, or else I will paste one, take it one and add it to the code and see how it looks like. So this is video and this is the one. Okay, so here what I'll do, I'll add it here. Okay, good. So this is not class, this should be class name, and let's see how it looks like. Okay, here it is. Okay, we don't want the transparent one, we want the solid one. Hero icons, yeah, this one. Okay, okay, this is done. Now we want to keep it at right hand side, right? So this is class name. Let's make the width as full, and oh sorry, not this one. Okay, let's see how it looks like. We'll go back to the website. It is here. So let's make it white. Text color should be white. Okay, oh, this is visible, right? Or shall we make it bigger? Maybe 6 is fine. Okay, let's call it flex, and item should be at the end. So if this one doesn't work, maybe we can use the text alignment. Okay, this one is moved to here. So let's call text to be right, RIGST, correct. One second, text, let's see if text alignment, so text right, this is the correct one. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's create one more container for this one. Okay, so I'll use the text right here. So this will be class, and I want the width to be full and text to be right. Let's look at the console. So elements, okay, this one is full screen. Okay, so in the previous video, here we have actually this button, that is why we are able to move it to the last. So I'll do one thing, I will create one dummy element. Okay, let's see. Oh, not this one. Okay, you see that now it's on right hand side. What I did is I've created one dummy element here and used flex row so that it will be placed in, both will be placed in row, and justify between will make both the objects to move to the opposite corners in the same flex. Okay, so now it's working fine. So I'll add a padding of 5 in x-axis and padding of 10 in the top axis, I mean in top padding top. Alright, so this is how it looks like. Fine. So I want to make it clickable. Alright, so in the class name I'll call it I'll add a cursor pointer. Okay, so this is cursor pointer, so if I hover on it you will see that. Okay, so now we want to make the video mute and unmute. So now this is ready. We have to make it mute or unmute. So for that I want to use a React hook called useState. So I'll import useState from React. Okay, within the home function I'll add constant and I'll add a boolean. What we call it as is video mute. Okay, and I'll call the hook as set mute is equal to useState. So by default it should be true. Okay, so we need to create one more function within home function. So I'll call it as call I'll call mute video. Okay, so this one will be a function. Right, so what I want to do is if I click this button, okay, the function should run. This function should run, and if video mute is true, okay, so if it is already muted, so I want to set mute to false. Okay, so this one will set the mute to false if the video is already muted. So else so if it is already muted, if the mute is already false, so we'll set it to true. Okay, so I hope you understood the logic. So here first by default the video will be muted. Okay, and if I click on the button, mute button, so this function will run, and if it is already muted, the set mute will be false. So that means the video will be playing audio. If the audio is already playing, which is the set mute is false, it will set it to true, so it will mute it. Okay, so is video mute true, which is mute, and we'll toggle the boolean whenever we click on the audio button. Got it? All right, so what I have to do now, one second, where is it? Right, where is the button? Okay, this is the button. So here I'll use a feature called on click. Right, yes, that one, on click. So run the function. What's the function? Yeah, mute video. Okay, so mute video is the function we have to be calling, right? So now we have to use the if conditions for the video player here. Okay, so by default it's muted. What I will do, I'll use a if condition. So if the video is mute, okay, if the video is mute, okay, okay, so if the video is mute, play the video muted, else play the video not muted. So I will remove mute. Okay, I hope it makes sense. So the only thing we changed here is muted. So we will remove muted in the next element. So if video is mute, we'll play the video muted. If not, we'll play the video unmuted, which means it has sound. So let's go to the website now. So let's refresh. So by default it is muted. So we'll also need to change the icon here. Okay, so if I click this icon, it should change to this icon. We'll be adding that soon. So let's check if the video function is working or not. Oh god, my system is very slow. I'm so sorry. So let's see. Let's refresh one more time. Right. You see that now the video is playing audio. So again, if you click on it, it should mute. Right, working smoothly. Okay, all right. So now we want to add this object now. Okay, we want to change it to different icon whenever it is mute. So we'll be adding the same options here. So we'll set them, we'll check if it is mute. If it is mute, copy this one, okay, and we need to add one more item here. Okay, let's see. The second icon is this one. Copy it, paste it here. Let's put it in container. Alright, so if it is mute, we'll set this to hidden. I'm sorry, if it is mute, not the first one, the second one will be hidden, and copy everything. And the next one will be vice versa. What is wrong with this thing? What did we miss? Everything looks fine. I think we need to add one container here. Okay, the issue is not outside, it's actually inside. Okay, let's see. Class name. Okay. Invalid property will rule. Okay, where is fill rule? Okay, this one. Okay. Okay, what else? 50 line 50. So div class should be wrapped in an enclosing tag. I have added it. What's wrong with this thing? Yeah. We have added it. What is wrong with this thing? Cursor pointer hidden. Okay, let's close the HVG. We still have an issue with this one. Okay, I'll do one thing. I'll simply install the hero icons. Okay, let's say install the hero icons to avoid these issues. Okay, so let's import the hero icons now. So if I go to hero icons, search for volume off or volume up. So the first one is volume of icon. Okay, so the next one is volume up icon from So in the documentation it will show how to call it. So from hero react solid. So here instead of svg, let's remove that. So the first one is volume of, and we want it to be white. Okay, not sure what is the issue, but once I remove it, everything is gone. Anyways, let's not waste the time. Simply let's copy paste. Okay, so this should be cursor pointer. Okay, so if it is muted, I want the volume of to be visible, and the next one should be hidden. And if it is not muted, I want the volume of to be hidden. Okay, let's see how it looks like now. So let's refresh. All right, so let's see. Now you see that video is playing and the audio button is up, and if I videos, if I click on it, so video is mute now and the button is also mute. Again it's on now and video is playing. You see that now it's working fine. Video's audio is playing. I'm not sure why I'm saying video is playing. Video is always playing, but the audio is muted now. When I click on this one, it's up. Alright, so this is done now. The first element is done. So we had few issues and we were able to fix them. I'm happy to see that whatever issues we find while making this video. Alright, so we'll quickly complete the rest of the elements now. Alright, so let's hide this one for now, video banner, and let's start working on the next one, number counter. So if I go to the previous website, so this is what we are going to achieve now: 7 words, 7 hours of gameplay and 280 levels. I want the number to increase by itself, right? So if I scroll down and go up again I want the number to be increasing, right? So we have a React dependency or what you can say React component called React countup. Yeah, this is the one. Right, first let's install this one and we can see how to use it. Okay, so just need to use the countup so we just need to use the countup, import the countup from React countup package and use the countup wrapper, and you just need to add the end value. So here we need the end values as 7, 10 and 280, and you can also set the start of countup, that includes the negative as well. So you can also add decimals, prefix, suffix, and you can also add on end and on start functions as well, and you can maybe trigger some functions based on end and on start abilities. Alright, so I'll go back. First let me build the screen, and then we can start adding the countup feature. So first of all, let's add one wrapper. So first we would require the width as full. We want the full screen, full width. So okay, so this is 7 words. Okay, 7 words. So we need 3 objects, 3 spaces. So one is 7 words and one is 10 hours of gameplay. And the other one is 280 levels. Okay, let's see how it looks like. Okay, so we got the items here. We just need to spread it across and format the objects. So now I'll make it as a grid with columns 3. Okay, let's see how it looks like. Okay, now you can see these are now in grid view, right? Now we need to distribute them equally across the screen, so that when you decrease the size of the screen it will fit accordingly. And also we want to make these two to adjust at the center. So for that we can call a flex of column items center. Okay, now you can see everything is placed properly. 10 hours of gameplay, 280 levels, everything is placed properly. Now we want to add some height. It's very clumsy. Let's add some height. So in the main container, let's add height of 80. Let's see how it looks like. Okay, right, this is good. So we can move the objects below. We can center it. So if I go to TailwindCSS, let's type a grid. So where is it? Place content. Yeah, this is the one, I guess. Place content center. So let's see what happens. Right, now you see that now it's at the center of this this space. Now let's make the numbers big look, and then we can add the count up feature to the numbers. Okay, so first I'll make the font as semi bold and text as 4XL. Okay, and also I want to make words font thin. Okay, text, let's increase the size of the text and make it as base. Let's see how it looks like. I think by default it is base, right? I think it is by default it is base. We don't need to change it. Okay, let's add the same class to the rest of the numbers. Okay, all right. Okay, let's see how it looks like. Okay, this is how it looks like. So we got the desired output. So let's see how it looks like on mobile screen now. So this is the main screen. You can see it's not fitting properly, so we need to change this, and this is fitting properly. Fine. Okay, so first let's fix the video banner. Yeah, this one. How it is looking on from its screen, it's fine. Okay, it is getting refreshed. Okay, so let's see how it looks like on my iPad view. Nothing is changing. Okay, probably the main wrapper has something to do with this thing. So the main wrapper, Okay, it got adjusted now. Okay, I think this is fine. Okay, this is iPad view, this is mid screen, and this is large screen. Fine, this is fine. Okay, I'll minimize it. So this one 7 volts, 10 hours of gameplay, 280 levels. So it looks fine even on mobile. Okay, so if I make it only on mid screen, let's see what happens. Okay, so it moves to the column view. Okay, so 7 volts, 10 hours of gameplay, 280 levels, it's fine. So I want to make it more fitting, so I'll add a gap, or at least we can add some padding to each of the, we'll see. What if we add the gap? Okay, this is much better. So on iPad we get the same look, and mid screen it again goes back to the row view. Okay, so this is fine, this is fine, this is what I was looking for. So now we have to increase the numbers. Okay, so for that let's go to the documentation. Where is it? Okay, so you just need to use count up and under this one. So first let's import count up. Okay, so here instead of the number you just need to place this one. Okay, let's see what happens. So this should be 7. So it's not working, right? Where did we miss? So count up. So start and so everything is fine. It should work. Let's refresh one more time. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's add all the count values first to all the numbers, then we can see what's the issue. So this is 10. This is 280. It is getting refreshed. Let's refresh the screen. What did we miss? 1 second. So it's a simple function, import countup from React countup. So that's what we used. So countup and 100, countup and 280. Oh, I think I missed something. Now I remember. Okay, so we need to add duration. So let's add 2 seconds. Okay, we added the count, but without duration, how does it work? How did I miss it actually? Okay, so duration is 2 seconds. So for 2 seconds, we want the count to be increasing. Okay, so let's see. So let me refresh. Right, now it is working, right? Perfect. So there is one issue here. If I refresh it, you saw it is working. So if I refresh it and go down, you see the numbers are already increased because I gave a delay of at least 2 seconds. So which means even though I don't look at the screen, if the page is loaded, these numbers will increase automatically. But what I want is, when I look at when these objects, these elements are on the screen, if they are visible on the screen, only then I want the count to be increased. So we have one more package for that. So if I search for visibility, so there is something called visibility center. Let's open that. So the visibility center sensor will help us to identify when this object is on screen, and based on that we can do the increment. So let's install this package. Okay, so once it is installed, let me go back. So we just need to wrap everything into visibility center. Okay, so let's copy this one. Okay, go back to this page. Okay, so here okay, let's remove these, we don't need them. So if it is visible and if it is visible and increase the count, where is it? Let's copy this one. So just replace it with this one. Okay, so scale is 100, we don't need this. So not only the duration, but also we want the caption to be visible as well accordingly. Okay, this need to be in there. Okay, so let's see now how it works. What happened? Oh, it's not defined, I'm sorry. Let's import. Okay, done. Now it should work. Okay, now once it is visible, you can see it is increasing the count. So let's go back to top. Now let's see again. You see that? Right? Now it's working fine. So let's do the same for other objects, but before that, let's copy this one. Okay, so let's decrease the duration to 1.5, and also let's increase the text a bit. Okay, this is good. Okay, so I don't want to see 0, so let's add the start. Start to 1. Okay, so let's copy this and paste it twice. Okay, so this one is 10 hours of gameplay, and this one is 280, and this one is levels. Okay, let's see now. Okay, now I scrolled up. Now let's scroll back down. You see that? Cool, right? So this is done. Let's see how it looks like on the mobile screen. Cool, right? So this is on iPad. Good. And this is on mid screen. Good. And last screen we have already seen that. So let's move on to the next element. I will minimize it for now. Okay, now we have to implement the hero banner. So this is the hero banner. We have a text and also the hero. So let's implement this one now. So first we would require a wrapper, of course, and the first object is the text. Let's copy the text, paste it here. Okay, so the next one is the image. So the image is Tim Smile. So here it is. So you just need to import. So I import Tim Smile from public and Tim Smile dot png. Okay, okay, let's see how it looks like. Oops, this one. Okay, so we got the text and image. Maybe takes some time to load. Okay, here is the image. So we need to place it properly now. I want this to be flex. Okay. So flex again, we want the width to be full. Oh, I did not add the class. Class equal to, okay, right. Let's make justify between and see how it looks like. Oh, let's reduce the size of the image first. Wait a minute, let's see how it looks like. Okay, this is how it looks like. Let's increase the size of the character. So let's make the width equal to 500, and this one let's make the font semi bold and width to be half of the screen, and let's see. Okay, so this one is bold and this one is not looking good. Let's add height of 500 as well. HEIGHT, right? Sometimes I forgot the spelling of height. Okay, much better, but still we need to adjust them. So first let's make it items at center and decrease the width to maybe 250 and height to 250. Let's see. Alright, so this is looking much better now, right? So in video banner we added a padding of 5. Let's add the same here. So padding px of 5. So it's not aligned. Okay, maybe it's 20. Okay, now it is aligned. Now let's add the background. So background, let's make it PG red of 500, maybe 700. I think we added 700 in video banner. So for the get it button, so what is the color we used? Red 700. Okay, let's minimize this one. Okay, so this one should be white. Okay, much better, right? So this one is looking good, but the red is too bright, but actually the red here I used is different, so it is looking much better, but here it is again a different thing. So I do not get the, oh god, I think my screen is stuck. 1 second. Alright, okay, instead of justify between, let's make justify center and okay. class of okay, so justify between is not required. Okay, now let's see how it looks like. So let's add a little bit layer on the top. The hero is much nearer to the top, so let's add some padding at the top. So let's add pt of 10. Okay, so where is it? Yeah, what happened? Oh god, so these silly mistakes is actually ruining our website. Okay, so this is much better. Let's keep the character to here, and also the text we can make it much more bigger, I think. So instead of giving half width to the character, let's give it only 1/4, and let's make the text to 3/4. Let's see how it looks like now. Okay, so this is much better. But it's too big. 1 second. What if we make half screen, right? Okay. Okay, this is much better. Now you see that. So I gave 3/4 half of the screen to this one and the text, and 1/4 of the screen to the character. Now it is much better. So what I did, so first of all I made the width to full, and then I made the items to center, and justify around will equally distribute two of the objects as per their individual width size. Okay, so we gave it a red background, and pt of 100 will increase the padding on top. So this is the top which we increased, and so that's all about it. So let's see how it looks like in the small and mid screens. So this is the mid screen, so it is working and looking fine. So if I make it to iPad, it is still fine, but this is iPhone look, it doesn't look good. So what I want to do, so I want this to be hidden by default. Okay, so only in small screen I want this to be visible. Come Come on, it's taking some time to load. Let me refresh. Let's remove other elements. Okay, so it's just taking some time to load. Let's see how it looks like in iPad. So iPad is good. So this is mid screen, this is last screen, everything is looking fine. Okay, let's do one thing. Maybe it is because of wrapping this thing. So let's put this into here. Let's see if it works. Right. Okay, it worked now. Great. Okay, now you can see the text is very small. I mean, it was compressed into small section, so we don't want that. So instead, what we can do, so let's limit this to small screen, which is iPad, and by default we want it to be 3/4 of the screen. Come on, load. Okay, so this is how it looks like, and 3/4 is also very small, so I'll make it 5/6. Okay, so also let's put the text size to extra small, and in small screen let's put the text size to small, and in mid screens let's put the text size to base. Do you think it is too small? It looks like too small. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's make it full screen, and let's add a padding of 2. Okay, in small screen we don't need the padding, so okay. Okay, so this is because of this one. Got it. Okay, now I get it. Okay, so let's add padding again of 2. Okay, this is looking much better, right? So I'll do one thing. If it is a small screen and above, it will have padding on top. If not, by default it will have padding of PY, I mean top and bottom. But whereas in small and above screens we don't need padding above top and bottom, so I'll make it as 0. Okay, so this is looking much better, right? So let's look at the iPad view. So this is iPad view, looking good, and this is mid screen, and this is last screen, right? So everything is working fine. Okay, let's minimize this one. Let's quickly go to the next item. So hero banner is done. So we need to add these items now. So let's quickly add them. So let's start with a wrapper. Okay, so the first object or the first message is this one: unique puzzles to test your. Once again, oh god. Okay, now it is copied. Let me go back. Okay, oh god, my system is too slow. Okay, unique puzzle mechanics to test your logical and cognitive abilities. Okay, I think this is copied now. We'll see. Okay, thank god. Okay, so next one is this engaging gameplay combined with fantastic art. So this one, let's copy it. Okay, so the third one, amazing graphics and engaging sound effects for maximum entertainment. Okay, so right, okay, now we have to work on the formatting. We pasted everything we required, so let's go back to our game page. Okay, so we got the text here, so now we need to format it properly. First of all, we will make the screen full, so we'll make the width as full. Okay, let's use grid and grid column of 3. Let's place the content at center. Let's add a height of 80. Okay, let's see how it looks like now. Okay, so everything is placed properly now. Okay, we just got the height, and now we need to place everything properly at the center of each item. Okay, so let's go back to TailwindCSS. Okay, so let's see align content. If I go to align content, center, content center. Okay, looks like it did not work. Let's do one thing. Instead of grid, let's use flex. So flex, justify around, okay. So now these three are equally distributed across the screen. We just need to bring it down. So for that we'll use items center. Right, now we got the look. So I just need to change the font color, font type. So simply I'll add font as semi bold. Okay, now let's see if it is a small screen how it looks like. Okay, no, the look is not good, not at all good. Okay, so this is for mobile. So first of all, let's place the text to center. So instead of having it left hand side, I want the text to be at center, aligned at center. Okay, we got it now. So what I'll do, I'll add a class and limit the width of each item. So if I limit to 3/4 of the screen, oh god, it got stuck again. Right, okay. Alright, so okay, so now width is limited now. So I'll reduce the font size to small, and if it is small screen, I want the text to be base, which is normal. Okay, let's see if I make it extra small. It is too small. Let's see if I make it 4:6, what happens. So when we develop a website or any application, so the UI will take a lot of time. So trying different methods and approach and seeing if it works properly. Oh, this is a mobile screen. For just sometimes my brain doesn't work, not sure why. Yeah, you might think I don't have a brain, but that's fine. So these things are common. So let's make it flex column, and from mid screen let's make it flex row. Okay, right, now we got what we wanted to get. So this is for iPad, so this is for mobile. this is for mid screen, and this is for last screen. So if I make it big, we got what we need, right? So this is good, this is good. Maybe we can make it much smaller, so let's keep it to 3/4 only. I think 3/4 is much better. So the width will be 3/4. Okay, so one last time let's check it for all the screens and we can quickly move to the next one. Okay, this is fine, this is fine. Okay, this is not fine. Okay, this is fine. Okay, this is fine. Okay, let's quickly move to the next one. I'll minimize this one. Okay, so the desired look here is what happened, right? So we want all the videos in this format. I'm sorry. So in this format, so we'll have one explore game page. For one item is for explore gameplays and get it button, and rest all are for the gameplay videos. Okay, so let's try to get that view. So the first one, okay, actually we have two items here, so let's create one more container, and in this container first one will be what is the first one? Okay, the second one is get it. Okay, so now we need to add videos. So in the video we need to add a source. So the first one is one MP3. So SCR equal to /1 dot MP4, right? So video should be muted and should be autoplay. Right, so what else attributes we added in the video banner? So full absolute, okay, type video MP4, we need to add that. In source we need to add type is equal to No, sorry, what did we add? Video mp4, right? Right. Two, 3, 4, 5, right? 5. So let's rename the videos. So this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, this is 6. Okay, if I refresh it, okay, we got explore gameplays, get it, and we got all the videos as well. Oh god, did I forget to mute it or what? Alright guys, so sorry about that. So my system got stuck. Anyways, now we are back. So it should be muted. Stop mute. Should be muted. That is why the video was playing its audio, and probably that is the reason we got the issue. Okay, anyways, next time I will be careful. And we want the video to be looped. Okay, now let's see how it works. Hopefully it doesn't get stuck now. Alright, so home screen playing, this one is working. Okay, so you can see all the videos are in full screen. We don't want them to be in full screen. Okay, let's work on the formatting now. God, it got stuck again. Oh god, shit. Okay, so this should be class. So I want to make a grid. Okay, grid with columns 3. And want the place, content at center. Now let's see how it looks like. Right, so this is what we are looking for, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We actually have 6 videos. 1 second. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where is the other one? Alright, so 6 mp4, video mp4, 5 mp4, so everything is correct. So the first one name is 1 mp4, 3 mp4, 4 mp4, 5 mp4 and 6 mp4. So we have 5 videos here, but I can see only 4 videos showing up here. Maybe this one it had to load. Anyways, so let's fix this one now. So before that I would like to apply a background color. Background maybe blue of 700. Okay, and also let's place items at center. Okay, let's add background at 900. Okay, you can see the explore gameplays is at the center now. Okay, we need to make it more better, like we need to format it now. Okay, let's work on that. Hopefully the video doesn't get stuck now. So it's already slow, maybe because of lot of videos. Alright, so in this one I'll make it as flex. One second. So this one will be flex of column, and I'll add a gap of 3. Font will be semi bold. Okay, so this one, so we need to make it, get it as a button. So let's add class name. The background will be red of 700 and cursor will be pointer. And let's add a padding of 2. So rounded of large. Okay, the page is refreshing. Okay, now these both are aligned. Okay, now we got the 4th video. So these both are aligned now. Now we want to make the text white. Yeah, let's make items center and text should be white. It is getting refresh. Give it a second. Great. You see that? Now it is fine. Okay, when I hover on the get it, it is looking like a button. Great. So ignore the green part, green screen, it's common when it doesn't load. Okay, so let's add a padding of 1 and gap of 1. Oops. So just to make sure the videos have little space between each other. Okay, right, this is much better. Okay, now we need to work on the small screen, that is iPad and mobile screen. So I want to make the grid into columns only if it is mid and last screen. So let's see what happens if I reduce the size of the screen. So this is mid screen. So till here it should still be grid. Right? It's just that my system is slow. It is taking some time, but actually it is fitting properly. Maybe next time I don't do videos, I don't add any videos into my websites. Alright, so now you can see the video is in column view. Okay, now we have the get it at the top and we have the videos at the bottom. So if I make it into mobile screen, this is how it looks like. So let's add some padding. Okay, let's add some padding on top and bottom of the explore gameplays. So for this one, now I added a padding on top and bottoms which is of 20, so that it doesn't look very clumsy, so it will have its own space, but I don't want that to be you see that now it's looking good in the mid and large screen. I don't want the padding to be applied, but let's see if we have any issue. Let's remove the padding for that one. So I don't see any issue here. Okay, we have an issue here. So if it is a mid screen, we don't want the padding, so it will be py of 0. So let's see how it looks like now. Come on, yeah, it is getting refreshed. Alright, so yeah, see that now the look is good. So in the last screen it is getting fitted properly and we don't have the padding here, so it's getting applied properly, right? So for the iPad view, it should again change back to the column view, right? Cool. So even in the mobile it's looking good. Alright, so we need to work on the final one. So let's quickly complete the last one. So again we'll add a container. So in the container it will be image scr. Okay, let's first import that. So for video, I'm not sure why so for image we are using import function, but whereas for video I tried that but it doesn't work. I'm not sure why. So that is why I'm giving the path instead of importing the videos. So but for images, let's import the videos. So it's import tim ss in the sense it's a screenshot. So this is from public folder /tim.ss.png, right? So this one. Alright, okay, 1 second. So this will be tim.ss. Okay, let's save it and let's see how it looks like. Okay, right. Oh, I imported the wrong screenshot. I'm sorry. But anyway, so this is how the end page cover will look like, but this is not the image where we're looking for. I think it's the cover, right? I'll call it as cover. Let's also rename at the top. Okay, so we don't want the width to be the height to be very big. Okay, so for that, instead of big height, so let's limit the height to 500. Okay, so this is the one. So you can see if we limit the height to 500 and it is being shrinked, but I don't want that. I wanted this to be cropped so that we'll get a proper look. So in next image we have a element called crop. So crop, double braces, open, close. Okay, so here I'll say the ratio should be half. Okay, and the position should be center. Now let's see. So if it doesn't work, maybe we can apply Tailwind object cover CSS and see, maybe it works. Okay, so 1 second. Alright, so it looks like it did not work. So I'll add a class. So in Tailwind CSS we have the option to crop. So if I use object cover, so it will crop the image. Give it a moment. Alright, so now it is loaded. Let's see. I must have missed something. So crop ratio, it's half, and position, it's center. So width, let's make it full. Height is 500. So everything is fine. Maybe I have to use double braces. Let's see. Let's see now if it works. It's well and good. Otherwise we can try other approach. Okay, let me refresh. What is going wrong? Okay, so my mistake. Okay, so okay, let's see if it works. I'll explain it to you what went wrong. So this one should work. Okay. Oh god, it is taking a lot of time to load. Okay, not sure why it is not working. Maybe it's my system, it is slow. What is wrong with this thing? Height HEIGHD, correct. I gave it 500 and cropped it with a ratio of 1/2. Position is center, CNTAR, and class is full width, object as cover. Okay, I'll do one thing. Oh god, here is the mistake. Shit, I'm sorry. That's what I'm wondering, where it is going wrong. So here is the spelling mistake. Class, I used only one S. So let's see now, this should work. Okay, so okay, right. Right, now you see that? Okay, just a small spelling mistake in the class name. Actually, I think we don't need the crop anymore because we use the class CSS class for that. So anyways, let's go to the next one. So I want to call it as ready to launch. Okay, so next one will be get it for Android. So the next one is get it for Windows PC. Okay, so this one is a link, right? So link should be a so I'll just add it as Play Store. So the next one will be Amazon App Store. And this one would be itch.io. Okay, let's see how it looks like now. Okay, now it is refreshed. We can see all the items here, so we just need to format them. So let's start with the containers. So each one should be having its own containers. So almost done, guys. This is the last element we are going to build, and after this one you just need to add the scroll effect. On touch of a button or click of a button, you just need to scroll to the bottom. So that's the only thing is pending. Apart from that, everything is fine. So these were our buttons. So let's class name should be so this one, the background should be red of 700, and it should have a rounded of large and padding of 2, right? So we are just applying the style format that we used for get it button. Okay, and I want the entire text to be looking yellow. And the background I want blue 900, and font to be semi bold and text to be white. Okay, I'm sorry. So text, oh god, so text we already given it as yellow 500, so it doesn't make any sense. So let's add white only for the buttons. Okay, now the background is blue, and okay, so the buttons are overlapped, so we got yellow and we got the buttons as well. We just need to format them, that's all. Okay, so I wrapped Get It Android and Windows PC into one container. So okay, so let's add the formatting. So first of all, I want them in flex. Okay, so if it is mid screen and above, I want it to be flex row, and if it is a small screen or mobile screen, I want it to be column, and for mid screen I want it to be justified around. Okay, same thing with these items. So for them I want them to be flex column, and items I want them to be at center. Okay, let's see how it looks like now. Okay, so ready to launch Get It for Android. Now they are in row, and these two are buttons which are in column, but let's make the button smaller, and also I want them to be on corners of the screen. So what did I miss? So it's a full screen, right? Okay, we want this to be full, width should be full, and let's make the font text size to small. Okay, and also let's add some gap of 3 or maybe 2. And also let's add some padding of 20. Okay, so now it is saved. Let's wait for it to get refreshed. Alright, so everything is looking good. So the last element, okay, this is looking much better now, right? So let's add some space between these two as well. Ready to launch and Get It for Android for both of them, so that it looks neat. So we added gap of 5. Okay, the padding was applied here, so let's remove that. I'll do one thing. So let's keep it and add the padding to bottom, and here let's add the padding here. Instead of padding, I will add a margin of 10 or maybe 20. Okay, let's see. Okay, so this is much better now. You see the buttons are properly aligned and ready to launch is properly aligned. let's go back to VS Code. Let's make the ready to launch bigger, and also let's add the contact for at the bottom. So ready to launch, we can reduce the margin and fonts. Okay, text size should be Excel, and at the bottom for licensing and business queries, write to us at so let's use the hyperlink container, so that when you click on the button, so if you have any mail app installed, it will automatically triggers the mail app. So it is contact at Shepherd Games. Okay, I want this to be underlined. And the hyperlink for it is href equal to mail to. Okay, done. Okay, this is done. Let's see how it looks like. Okay, this is done. Just need to put it in proper formatting, that's all. Flex, I'm sorry, this should be class name equal to flex column item center. Okay, done. So we just need to add the hyperlinks. So I'll go to my, so for now I'll just use all the links as same. So let me go to my itch page. So these are the portfolio I've built. So I'm going to add this one. So this is the Tim the Traveler game page. Okay, so I'll add the game page here. So where is it? Okay, so href equal to, all right. Okay, done. So if I click any of these buttons, it will take me to the each game page. Oh, the cursor is still not pointer, so let's do that as well. So when I hover on it, the cursor should be pointer. Okay, for actually for okay, for actually the hyperlink objects or elements, we don't need to add a cursor, it is automated. Okay, so done. So we can stop the formatting here. Okay, now you can see the cursor is pointer. So if I click on these buttons, it will take me to the Tim the Traveler page, but it is not opening in the new page, it is opening in the existing one. So for that you just need to add the target equal to underscore blank. Okay, and done. Alright, so let's add the last package for the scroll effect. So in the meanwhile, I will just open the React scroll package. So go to npm, copy this one, okay. Once it got installed, we can apply its features. So in the meanwhile, so I'll add a ID here, so I'll call it as get it. Okay, so the ID for this element is get it. So once it get installed, we just need to add the link. So let me go back to the documentation. Oh god, it got stuck again. Okay, great. So if I go to React scroll npm, it says that I just need to import the link button, or we can also access link from by importing scroll and adding giving its own name by linking it to scroll.link. Okay, so if there is one problem, if I use link, oh, we did not use link here. Okay, great. So we don't have any problem. I'll just simply copy this one. Okay, delete all of this, we don't need them. Okay, let's minimize this one. So in the game place, we have this one, right? Get it. So just need to add this one, link. Yeah. So here instead of test1, it should be get ID. Let's remove all the other items. All right. Okay. So if I click on get it, it should take me to the bottom of the screen. All right. So let's test it out. You see that? So when I click on get it, it is taking me down to the bottom of the screen. Okay, so bottom of the screen in the sense to that element. So let's do the same for the get it we added on the top of the screen for the video element, right? So let's copy this one. Great, again it got stuck. 1 second. Almost done, we are almost done, right? Next time I'm not going to add any videos into my websites. It is taking a lot of time. Actually, personally I don't like using them, but just to show you how to make these kind of websites, I am making this video. Okay, so here is the get it button, just need to paste it here. Okay, done. So let's test out the website and for all the screens, and we can wind up. So let it refresh. Okay, so if I go to the video banner, so this is the one. So if I click on get it, you see that it is taking me to the final screen, right? So if I click on the get it from here, it's the same thing. It should take me to the final element of installing the app. So right, so let me click on get it. Oh god, right? So we tested it already, it worked because my laptop is, yeah, see that now it came to the bottom of the screen. So right, so everything is working fine. It's just that I have an issue with my laptop, so the system is slow, but anyways, so everything is working fine. So let me scroll down and see how it looks like. Okay, so this is how it looks like, but you can change the look of it. Okay, done. So we are done with this video. Okay, now it is properly aligned. Okay, you can also add some padding, or you can add some gap between each items here. So let's quickly add that. Okay, done. So we have added some space between both the objects, and from the top, let's just once again go through the video, go through the website. So this is the main website. So if I click on get, it will take me to the final screen ready to launch. And also if I click on get from here, so if I click on get it, it again scrolls me down to the final screen, right? So if I click any of the links, it should open the link in the new page. Okay, done. Alright then, so that's all for this video. I hope you liked it. I am so sorry for the interruption of low performance of my system, but next time I'll try to use a better system so that the videos are much faster and you don't have any problem following the video. I hope this video will be useful to you and you can implement your own or build your own websites. Alright then, you have a great day and we'll meet you in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.